Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. I want to first start off by saying Happy New Year. Today we are going to be testing out a eyeshadow palette. Now this eyeshadow palette, I don't think it just came out. It might have been out. I found this palette on Amazon just, doing some research, trying to look for new stuff. And I ran across this. I found that it was interesting because it had a lot of pretty colors in it. And so I was like, what the heck? Let me go ahead and purchase it. It was only $20. Today we're going to be testing out this super affordable palette. It's called the LANCI Nocturne Eyeshadow Palette. We're going to see if these colors are pigmented and if this palette is worth buying. So without further ado, let's get started. If you haven't already, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Also, don't forget to hit that notification button so that you will be notified each and every time that I post a video. Okay, so as you can see, basically my face, everything that I typically do is done. The only thing that I'm missing with this full face look is my eyes. So let's get right on to talking about the palette. I just got this palette in. I did some swatches on it for this video, so that's why you see like the fingerprints in here. As you can see, you get a lot in this palette. You get so much. Typically a palette like this that you would find with the big brand would at least be like $60 to $70, because not only does it come with matte and shimmers, it comes with glitters as well. So the fact that this was $20, you really get a bang for your buck with this, because this doesn't typically run for this much on a regular brand. Although I won't be able to try all the colors in this palette, I will be swatching them out for you so that you guys can see how they look on my skin tone. That way you can see if they're like really pigmented or not, because of course I can't apply all these shades to my eye today. I won't be using any of these glitter shades because none of them really go with the look that I'm trying to create today. Tried to come up with something using these colors and it just didn't work out. They're not in what I'm going for today. So we're going to use these colors, but I'm still going to swatch these for you. So make sure you stick around to hear about the glitter shades in this palette, because they're pressed glitters, which means they were compacted into this palette to stick. And I know you guys want to know like if they're still good or not, because that is still very important. I'm going to start off by using Cabernet. This is like a deep orange color. I don't know if I mentioned in the beginning, but I had primed my eyes with some concealer. I used the LA Girl concealer. I did not set it. If you don't set your concealer, your eyeshadow actually turns out more pigmented. So this color right here is really pigmented from what I can see. Like, it's blending out so easy. My first time putting my brush into it, it was just easy going. Like, the color doesn't look ashy. Like when you get like a cheap palette, the color just looks super ashy. You know that color's not gonna blend. It's about to be a disaster pretty much. This color, I am getting just smooth sailings from it, so I am pretty happy about that. Alright, so the next color I'm going to take is the color called Silence. I'm going to use that right in the crease area. Now this color seems to be blending out pretty well. Now in this palette I do get a little bit of like powder that comes out, but it's not really much, so I'm not really that mad about that. Because we have seen like when a palette creates a lot of powder coming out. This is not that. Now I'm going to go in and cut my crease now, because I'm going to be using 3 colors within this palette, and I'm going to create like a tricolor on my lid area. Taking my MAC Select cover up to carve out my crease. Okay, so now that I have finally carved out my crease, I have stopped being indecisive, and I have decided I'm going to use Story, Ember, and Champagne. I feel like those are 3 beautiful colors that I could tricolor together on my lid and make them look poppin'. So those are the shades that we're going to use today. So the first color I'm going to take is the color called Story, which is the darkest shade right here. Start packing that on the outer corner first. The color is showing up really well on my lid. I'm going to take that same brush and I'm just going to flip it over now. And I'm going to take Ember, which is the next shade down. Start packing that on the lid. Now I'm using my MAC 242 brush for this. Then we're going to go in with the color called Champagne. I'm going to apply that to the inner corner. Now mind you, I used the same brush to do all of this. I did not change up the brush. I just really wiped it off with a paper towel and began to apply the next shade because look, I hate trying to work with multiple brushes when trying to create a look. I'd rather just use one brush to do everything. Wow. Look how good that looks. That looks really good. I'm going to go back in now. I'm just going to take Ember and just pack a little bit more. I want to make my brow bone pop, so I'm going to go in and take Wheatfield, and I'm going to just apply a little bit of that with this brush to my brow bone. Make that kind of shine and stand out. Before we apply some eyeliner to our eyes, I'm just going to go in and apply a little bit of powder to the outer corners of my eyes so that I can clean up this shadow. I'm using my Punker liner. This is by LANCI. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with some mascara to coat my lashes before I apply falsies. And then I'm going to go in and take my lashes by Miss Lashes. These are the 302As. Everybody always asking me about them. They're my favorites. I love these lashes, honestly. I probably won't ever wear another lash again. This is like my signature lash. Okay, so now we're just going to finish up by applying some shadow to under my eyes. I want to make this look really pop out. So I'm going to take that original color, which was Cabernet. And I'm going to use that right here. You know that this palette is really pigmented because there was no concealer right here, you know, right up under this to really make it stand out. And look how good the color is standing out right now just by itself. Okay, so this is basically the finished look. Hope you guys like it. Let's go right in real quick and I'm going to swatch all the shades for you. Then I'm going to give you a final review on what I think about this palette. So the first shade is Maple Red. Shade is Nightingale. Then Cocoa, Memories, Moonlight, Cabernet, Earth, Scorched, Tipsy, Wheatfield, Story, Ember, Champagne, Blue Rose, Mystic Night, Silence, Dark Clouds, Forest, Lullaby, Dew. Now for the glitter shades, I'm going to show you them on my arm as well. Nocturne, Diamond Midnight. This next color is called Burning Clouds. And then we have Star Twinkle. Last color is Pink Dream. These are all the colors inside of the palette. Alright, so just to start out, I love how my eyes turned out. The colors blended out super easy. They were very pigmented. Like, look at my lid. I used 3 shades on my lid and they are really popping right now. I didn't have to go apply any like fix mist to really make them pop to my brush. I just used my brush in the shadow and that was it. The fact that it is really popping right now without doing any of that, I am very impressed with this palette. Remember, this palette is only 20 bucks, which with everything that came in this palette, you typically don't get for that price point. You would honestly be paying way more than that. You don't get matte shimmers and glitters in a palette. No, they don't do that anymore. Happy that I found a palette that kind of has like an all-in-one because a palette like this will be really, really good for travel. With the glitters, I can't honestly wait to try them out on my lid because they look like they come with their own adhesive already. Like, they're kind of moist, so it looks like you don't even have to apply any glitter glue. You just take the brush right onto the eye and you should be really good. Like, look how easy it comes off. Look how much comes off for me just kind of sticking my hand on it and swatching it. That shows me that I don't need any glitter glue. I can just go ahead and apply it to the eye and be done with the eye, which is pretty impressive because typically on regular glitters you have to apply some glitter glue for them to really stick to the eye. But the fact that that much came off with just one sweep of it, I know that that glitter is going to be bomb on the lid, okay? So yeah, that is pretty much it. I just wanted to mention this palette, bring it up, show it here on my channel because I think that there are so many affordable palettes out there. No one just talks about them. They mostly focus on like the high-end ones and the ones that are just really overpriced. The fact that you get all of this in one palette, I really do think you guys should give it a try. That is all for today, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm definitely going to be using this palette, so be ready to see more and more looks with this palette included. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys next time. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification button on your way out. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.